Hey guys, how are you? In this video, we'll explore the Kingdom of Bahrain. We'll see how they cook halwa, attend a local wedding, check out the party scene, and see how Bahrain has transformed over the years. So let's learn more about Bahrain. Where is Bahrain? The Kingdom of Bahrain is an island country in West Asia. It is situated on the Arabian Gulf between Qatar and Saudi Arabia, to which it is connected via Bahrain Fort causeway, and comprises a small archipelago made up of 50 natural islands and additional 33 artificial islands. Bahrain spans some 760 square kilometers, which makes it the third smallest nation in Asia after the Maldives and Singapore. Bahrain is the site of ancient Dilmun civilization, and since antiquity, it has been known as the Island of Pearls because of its pearl fisheries. After periods of Portuguese and Persian control, invasions from the ruling dynasties of Saudi Arabia and Oman, and a period of British hegemony, Bahrain finally established itself as an independent nation in 1971. The current population of Bahrain is 1.8 million people, of whom only 712,000 are Bahraini nationals. The capital and the largest city is Manama, with a population of 436,000 people. I'll get a room at a hotel in Jufar district. Jufar is a district that is popular with tourists and expats because it has a lot of hotels, bars, gyms, and also it houses the American Navy base. The next morning I met with a friend of mine, Abdulaziz.
Hey, good morning guys. I'm Abdulaziz from the Kingdom of Bahrain. And now I'm going to take you for local Bahraini restaurant where we will have a local breakfast.
Let's look at the traditional Bahraini breakfast.
So this is the famous one, balalit.
Balalit.
Yes, it is a mixture between something sweet, which is the vermicelli noodles, and also something salt, which is the egg. So you will have both tastes on the same time, touching your taste buds. This is falafel, which is basically flava beans. How we eat it, we take it and we dip it in this sauce, which is basically a sesame sauce. This is egg and tomato. This is, we call it nakhi, which is some kind of beans. This is the famous Egyptian dish, which is fool. And this is another local dish, which is mhiyawa. You take a small piece of bread, which is very crispy, just came out of the oven, and then you take, and you just enjoy it.
This area is called Saada Seafront. It has a number of coffee shops and restaurants to choose from, and from here you can go on a boat trip, which is a great idea in hot weather. Bahrain has a long history. There's a number of forts that you can visit, like the 15th century Arad Fort, or better yet, a 5,000-year-old Bahrain Fort.
This is called Bahrain Fort, and as you can see, there is 5,000 years difference between this place, and on the other hand, you can see the new buildings of Bahrain. This place is considered one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Just a small information, Bahrain literally means two seas because there is a fresh water, sweet water that comes from the middle of the salt sea. Hope you enjoy the trip with us.
Do you live here?
No. Maybe my ancestors used to, but not me.
Archaeological excavations at the Bahrain Fort, which is also known as the Portuguese Fort, have revealed antiquities from 2300 BC up to the 18th century, from the Dilmun civilization, Kassites, Greeks, Portuguese, and Persians. Around the fort there are stables, and you can go horseback riding, which seems to be a popular activity here. Now, before we go to our next destination, let's have some karak tea.
And we don't have to verbally say the order, you just show him with your hands. So if you want two, you would just say, so he would know that two small karak tea.
Thank you, sir.
What purpose? Channel,
YouTube.
documentary, YouTube.
Yes, it's a YouTube.
Which channel?
Cool Vision. So is that refreshing?
Yeah, we need some dose of caffeine now.
I call it a loaded tea because it has so many ingredients like herbs like saffron and cardamom, and also it has milk and lots of sugar.
A lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar. But it has caffeine, so it keeps you awake, so that's wonderful. And it tastes good.
For the rest of the day, yeah.
Now let's visit the main market of Bahrain, Manama Souq. This gate behind me is called Bab al-Bahrain, and it means a gate to Bahrain. And actually, in the old days, it used to be right by the water. So there was water in front of it, and the ships were coming in with their goods, and they were unloaded the goods, and the goods were coming into Bahrain. But now, of course, through land reclamation, the city expanded, and now it's almost like in the middle of town. Few people know that this decoration represents Mertasha, which is an ornate gold bridal necklace. So I hate to say it, but I'll probably have to return this item because I've been rubbing it a few times and then the genie never comes out. It's fun to wander through the bustling market streets that still evoke the atmosphere of an ancient souk. Here you'll find everything from gold shops to clothes and spices. And don't forget to bargain. This place comes to life in the evening, making it a great place to experience the local way of life. There's a little corner of the souk called Little India. Today there are about 350,000 Indian nationals in Bahrain, making them the largest expatriate group in the country. This flower has the name of Rasji. Oh, smells fantastic. And it's a local Bahraini flower that everybody's so proud of. This is a 200-year-old Krishna temple. It's dark because I had to come back to film it. The schedule is not very convenient because it closes at 11 a.m. and opens back at 5 p.m. All right, enough walking. Let's have some tea. Oh wow, look at that. Yesterday you were dressed casually.
Yes, I did.
Now
yesterday.
today you're dressed in traditional clothes.
Yes.
So what does that depend on? Is it just your personal choice?
Well, actually, it is a personal preference. You can wear both. One day you will wear the casual one, on the other day you will wear the traditional one. I do prefer wearing the traditional, especially in the occasions. Yep.
So is it always the same color scheme or can you change it?
Definitely you can change it. The most common one is the white color. However, you can find beige, gray, green, and in winter we have a different sets because during the summertime we use one which is made from cotton, and in the winter one from wool. So in winter the color usually will be black, navy blue. So it depends also on the season. This is called thobe. So this is the lower part, and the head cover is called ghutra, and we have it in different colors as well. Okay. The most common one will be either white or the red one, which we call it shmal, and the top part we call it agal. So each part has a different name.
Let's have some tea.
Let's have it.
So how do you find a tea house like this? Just randomly? You've been here before?
This one, yes, because it's close to the souk, where usually I bring my mother. My mother loves to do shopping in this area because she can find a lot of cheap stuff here. So yeah, sometimes I just drop her and then try to find a place where I can sit. Yeah. So yeah, I found this coincidentally.
What kind of Arabic market experience is going to be without visiting a perfume shop? Arabic fragrances are typically more intense and stronger.
This is the original wood, and then they make it condensed into a liquid form.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is how it will look after they make it condensed. So this is the liquid form, and you can see how thick it is.
So it's a liquefied form of wood.
Yes.
They use different ingredients like agarwood, sandalwood, jasmine, and amber to create very distinct fragrances.
You have to smell this one. So if you take the wood and you burn it,
right,
it will have a different smell as well.
Take this.
Yeah, shukran. Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. One of the things you definitely have to do in Bahrain is visit Bahrain National Museum, where you will learn about different periods of Bahrain history that cover some 5,000 years. The lower floor displays the archaeological finds of the ancient Dilmun civilization, the Hall of the Graves, and Bahrain's customs and traditions. Upstairs you'll find exhibits on the Tylos and Islamic periods. Yes, Bahrain used to be called Tylos by the Greeks.
Coffins.
This is a restored 1932 Buick given to Isa bin Salman Al Khalifa by the American government. Make sure you take a boat ride to Bahrain Fort. It's included in the ticket. This small fort was built in 1840 and was abandoned in 1868. Not too much to see here, but you get a great view of the skyline of Manama. 15 minutes here and they take you back. Next to the museum is Bahrain National Theatre. Beautiful architecture, but I checked the schedule and there was nothing going on at the time. Speaking of architecture, Bahrain has a very interesting mix. Traditional architecture looks something like this. And this is an example of modern architecture, World Trade Center.
It's a 240-meter high skyscraper consisting of 2 towers that are connected via 3 sky bridges. And on each sky bridge there's a wind turbine with a power of 225 megawatts. So altogether this building generates 675 megawatts of power, which accounts for about 15% of the total power consumption of this building. Now there's really not much to do inside the building, it's just office spaces. But on the ground floor you can visit Moda Mall, which is a high-end mall for some premium brands.
Apparently it's so expensive that I didn't see any people inside. World Trade Center used to be the tallest tower until it was replaced by Financial Harbor Towers in 2009. These iconic 260-meter high twin towers are among Bahrain's most distinct examples of modern architecture. What about education? Education at public schools is free. Boys and girls are separated in public schools, but private schools can be mixed gender. The largest university is University of Bahrain. 30,000 students. It was established by royal decree in 1986 and has since become the largest institution of higher education in Bahrain. Bachelor's degree programs range from $5,000 to $21,000 a year.
What's your name?
My name is Muhammad. What about you?
My name is Slava. It's
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
What do you do, Muhammad?
I'm a student in UOB Bahrain. I'm studying physical education. This is my last year, and also I'm volleyball player. Yeah,
When you graduate, what do you want to do?
I want to be a teacher. Yeah, I like to teach kids. It's really
Like small
nice.
kids?
Yeah, small kids. It's really
Okay.
nice.
What are some of your favorite places in the city?
I like to go Bahrain Bay, Adliya, District 1. But the most beautiful place in Bahrain is the Bahrain Bay. Like it's really nice place. There's a restaurant. You can see the sea.
And how do you see the country developing? What kind of changes do you notice?
It's going amazing, I think, because back then it wasn't like this. There wasn't Bahrain Bay, there wasn't Adliya, there wasn't District 1. But now there's it. And Bahrain, it's a small country. But anything you need, you will find it here in Bahrain. Yeah. From the old souq to the new places. Everything is here.
Okay. And to finish this, what's your favorite meal?
My Bahraini food,
Local.
we can say mandi, yeah. So chicken and rice, it's really nice. You have to try it.
I should definitely try that.
Yeah,
I
you
will.
have to try it.
Oh, seems like my food is about to be ready.
Yes, sir. Chicken biryani and a special salad.
Wow, look at this. That's a lot of food. This place is called Haji's Cafe and it's been in business since 1950. But you're mostly famous for breakfast though, right? Right. But I came here for lunch and I ordered chicken biryani, fresh salad, and some black tea. So let's dig in, guys.
Bahrain is working hard to develop tourism. In 2019, it welcomed 11 million visitors, 88% of which came from Saudi Arabia. It takes just 4 hours to get here from Riyadh, and the two countries are connected via the Bahrain Fort Causeway, a 25-kilometer long series of bridges. Bahrain is a lot more liberal than its neighboring countries, and that's why on weekends it's flooded with tourists from Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, looking for what they can get in their ultra-conservative countries. Bahrain has long been known as a no-holds-barred island with glitzy nightclubs and bars with live music and alcohol. Is alcohol legal here? Yes. I visited Block 338 in Adliya, which is a popular party scene in Manama. This dynamic neighborhood is the pulsating epicenter of Bahrain's nightlife. Take a stroll through its charming narrow streets and uncover rooftop lounges and vibrant live music places. You can see a lot of cars with Saudi license plates. Alcohol is expensive. For example, at one bar I had 2 small Heineken beers and 1 chicken tenders, and that came to $33.
A famous coffee place?
Yeah. With the famous bartender also.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Which one you getting?
For me, espresso.
What's your name, man?
Ala.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Can you tell me about this district 338?
The block 338 is a party place. There is clubs, restaurants, good food, good clubs, and there is music is good. You'll enjoy it. Yeah.
You can party till 2 in the morning or?
It's like 3, maybe 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot. I'll go ahead and explore.
Yeah, enjoy.
Thank you. Having a good time?
Yeah, very much.
You guys believe that I got caught up in the rain in Bahrain? It actually rhymes. 338 is a fantastic district, but it's a little bit expensive. So if you want to save some money and you want to try some local street food, this is the place to go. What's your signature dish? Shawarma?
Yes.
Shawarma.
Welcome our restaurant Adliya, Osman Zayed Avenue, 5 Cafeteria, a special shawarma in Bahrain.
Thank you, sir. I'll see the process.
Hello, sir.
How's it going, guys?
Everything is good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
See, citrus we take, no problem.
What did you order? What kind of food?
No مقاطعة. Shawarma.
Shawarma.
Yeah.
Great.
حياكم بحرين. نورينا.
My shawarma has arrived and I think it's time to taste it. It's a beef one. It's medium size. Everybody says it's perfect. Got some Pepsi with that, and there's a hot sauce and the local sauce.
What about public transportation? You can buy a go-kart or pay cash. There's 140 buses across 26 routes daily. The single ride is around 80 cents, and it gets cheaper with a go-kart. But frankly, I mostly used Uber. Now let's explore other cities of Bahrain. Muharraq. Muharraq is the 3rd largest city. It is located on Muharraq Island, which is connected to Manama by 3 causeways. This is where you find Bahrain International Airport and the headquarters of Gulf Air, a state-owned airline. While at the airport, you might want to try a popular fast food chain from Saudi Arabia called Al Baik. They mostly serve chicken, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty good. The city of Muharraq is now a beautiful historic area to explore and see what life was like in the past. Between the 1850s and the 1930s, it was at the center of the pearling industry. But with the arrival of cheaper alternatives such as Japanese cultured pearls and the discovery of oil, the pearling economy slowly faded out. Would you like to take a walk around the restored traditional Bahraini homes? Let's do it! Old Houses of Muharraq are an impressive example of Gulf Islamic architecture. There are some 25 houses to visit and more are being renovated at the time. This is what a typical neighborhood would look like in the pre-oil period. There are some 25 houses to visit and more are being renovated. You can watch embroidery at Kurar House, a traditional craft practiced by the women of Bahrain.
And it always takes 4 people to be working on it? Yes. Oh, okay. 4 people.
Slava, let's go to grab some coffee.
I don't mind. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Or you can have breakfast at the Rasji House of Coffee. Remember Rasji, the flower from the market?
Actually, this is a very typical house. If you can see, especially the ceiling.
So that would be a typical ceiling?
Yes, used to be before, yeah, in the traditional houses, yeah.
Every house has something unique to offer. For example, this is the house of a boat captain.
ما يجبرهم يسوون أشغال بسيطة ولا يدشون البحر ولا يودون الحفار أو يرفعون الأشراع. أطلب أتمنى إنه يدربهم على.
We're on our way to try something very sweet and very delicious.
Yes, a lot of calories again.
Do you guys like dessert? Because I have an idea.
So now it is the last day of the weekend, and they are cashing the feast because most of the visitors to Bahrain, they come today as the last day of their visit to take souvenirs for their family. And halwa is a unique souvenir to take from Bahrain.
This shop has been whipping up the sweet delight for over 150 years. And it's popular with the locals and visitors alike.
You eat some halwa and then you drink some Arabic coffee. Perfect combination.
This is what I was telling you about, the sambusa halwa, or the sweet sambusa. And we have it two types. This is the fried, and this one is the grilled one.
This one's fried sambusa and the grilled one. You can feel all these different flavors over these different herbs.
Yeah.
What's the main ingredient?
Again, sugar, 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 and then saffron, cardamom, and I don't know, cinnamon probably. Yeah.
The fried one is a little bit better.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Shukran. Happy customer.
Yeah, I am.
You can take a tour of the factory, which is located opposite the shop.
Welcome to Hussein Mohammed Sweater Sweets Factory. We are established since 1850. And since then, until this moment, we are still doing the same method of making the finest Bahraini halwa. Let's go ahead and introduce it to you. We start to add the water, then we start adding the sugar, then we start to add the corn flour. So the main three are the water, sugar, as well with the corn flour. It takes about 1 hour to make the halwa. I believe, Slava, we need your help to finish that halwa. Can you do that for us?
Let's do it.
Isn't it like you're in the gym?
Yes.
I'm pretty
Matter
sure
of fact,
within
it
an
is.
hour you're
Matter of
gonna
fact,
have
it
some
is.
muscles.
Some of my muscles are going to build up, for sure. And I love the smell. It's really sweet, you know? It's a sweet job.
It's a mixture of the sugar and the saffron.
Can I get a job in Bahrain now?
Yeah, so
Now that I got some experience?
I think you're doing it very well. So, are you ready to start with us?
Absolutely.
He knows if it's ready because of the texture, just like the honey. Everything goes manually. Even the packing, we do it manually.
Halwa is best washed down with coffee, as it balances out the sweetness.
After the sweets, you have the coffee. Kahwa or qahwa in Arabic. Coffee in English.
Thank you very much.
Go.
Now let's travel around Bahrain. For that, I rented a car.
Is this my car? Or is this my car? This is my car. So I rented this Hyundai for just $33 a day. I think it's a hell of a deal.
Bahrain has very hot weather during the summer, and even though I was visiting in November, it was still hot. So let's hit the beach. Better yet, let's travel to an island.
Well, I think it's time for us to go to Dar Islands. And this is going to be our boat.
Slava, let's go to island.
Let's do it. It's going to be a hot day. Can I please have some water?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. That should be enough.
Dar Islands is about a 15-minute boat ride from Sitra. Wow, what a place!
The first boat goes at 9 a.m. and I was the only one who took the boat, and now it seems like I'm the only one on this island, which feels fantastic.
Entry fee for adults is $21 and for kids, $10. It's a beautiful place to spend time with friends and family. There are banana boats, jet skis, and other fun activities available. Now let's travel to the second largest city in Bahrain, Riffa. The population is 195,000 people. Riffa Clock Tower is a very recognizable symbol. Among other city sites is Riffa Fort. Built as a fort during the reign of the Persian Safavid Empire of Iran over Bahrain during the 17th century, it was converted into a residence in the 18th century for Sheikh Salman bin Ahmed. It offers a splendid view of the valley. Too bad it was under renovation at the time of my visit. Bahrain Military Museum nearby also was closed.
This is the town of Riffa.
Do you guys like Formula One?
A lot of people know Bahrain because of Formula One events, and this is Bahrain International Circuit. It was opened in 2004, and it's a 5.4 kilometer long racing track. Now, it's also used for drag racing, GP2 series, and other sports events. Now, if you happen to come here and there's no events going on, I do have a plan B for you.
There's a professional go-karts place nearby, Bahrain International Karting Circuit. It's a 1.4 kilometer long karting track that became the first in the world to host a world championship level race at night. It is huge and well maintained. They will provide suits and helmets. For $40 you can drive a 13 horsepower go-kart for 15 minutes. Wow, I spun off the track. Not good, but I'm not giving up. Come on. Look, Cool Vision came at number 8. Yes. Another cool place to visit in this area is Areen Wildlife Park and Reserve. You'll see lots of birds and even horses. I had a great time, but then I saw some negative reviews on the internet. Apparently it's because this place used to have a lot of wildlife, but now it's more of a bird park.
It's an Arabian horse. World famous. A white one. Let's go.
I still enjoyed it, plus they have Arabian horses. Now let's go to yet another location, the Tree of Life.
This is the Tree of Life. It's one of the natural wonders of Bahrain. This tree is 400 years old, and this tree gets so much attention because it's been sitting here for over 400 years. And there is no apparent source of water.
Now, this might be a little bit overrated. Let's be honest. It's located in an ugly part of the desert, scarred by oil and gas rigs and pipes. In all the photos, it is presented as a lonely tree in the desert, but in reality, it's surrounded by some kind of tents for workers, and you do see smaller trees and bushes in the distance.
But if you look around, you will see other trees. So
now, because it's a long drive from Manama, and if you don't have much time, I say skip it. Some 10 minutes away from the Tree of Life, you'll find the first oil well on the Arabian Peninsula. Yes, Bahrain was the first country on the Arabian Peninsula to discover oil. There's a museum, but unfortunately it was closed.
So they found the first oil in Bahrain in 1931, and they started pumping it in 1932. And it was the perfect timing because the pearl industry came to an end. So this is the site of the first oil well in Bahrain. And after they found the oil, the country has never been the same.
Now let's visit the largest Catholic church in the Arabian Peninsula, Our Lady of Arabia. Surprised? A Christian cathedral in Bahrain? That's right. Christians in Bahrain make up approximately 12% of the population. Bahrain has a unique tradition of tolerance among different religions and ethnicities, with native Christian, Jewish, and Hindu communities. In 2022, Pope Francis made a historic visit to the Cathedral of Our Lady of Arabia. Great structure and interior. Unfortunately, it was closed for the lunch break at the time of the visit, but the interior looks like this. Alright, back to Manama. Speaking of religion, Bahrain embraced Islam in 629. The Khamis Mosque is most likely the first mosque in Bahrain, as its foundation is believed to have been laid as early as 692 AD, though the current ruins, which include two beautifully restored climbable minarets, date from the 12th and the 13th centuries. Now let's visit the most famous modern mosque.
This is the largest mosque in Bahrain, Fateh Mosque. It's also one of the biggest tourist attractions. It was built in 1987, and today it also houses the National Library of Bahrain.
It was built in honor of the founder of modern Bahrain, Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed bin Khalifa, who was known as Al-Fatih, the Conqueror. The mosque's foundation stone was laid in 1983, exactly 200 years after Al-Fatih liberated the nation from the Persians. Built at a cost of $20 million, it is the most sumptuous mosque in the country. Marble for the floor was brought over from Italy, glass for the windows from Austria, wool for the carpet from Ireland, antique wood for the doors from India to make these majestic 6-meter high doors. Arabian perfumes are known worldwide, and one of the brands comes from Bahrain. Let's go and visit it. Designer Shaik.
It's a Bahraini brand starting from 1999. There is 3 lines for each perfumes. We have the opulence, and the second line it is chic. The third line it's gold. The fourth line, the Suchi, which is the latest. This name we take it from the Russian city because we have a lot of customers from Russia. That's why we create these perfumes. And the other side also, even also the name of the what they call the name of the.
It's written in Russian.
Yeah, and it's written in Russia. This is our bestseller and designer Shaik. This is like you can say this is our signatures. The price of this one it is 95 BD, which is around $252.
They also offer watches, scarves, and other premium products.
There is a special gift if someone would like to give a luxury gift.
They even took me to the workshop.
How are you? Workshop here. They do the refilling. It's our teams.
This is the packaging area. And this is the ready product.
Yeah, it's like the line for the productions.
It's like iPhone production?
Yeah. This Mr. Steve, managers here for our workshop. Can say he's the creative guy for all of this, to all his teams also.
Later that day, I got invited to a Bahrain wedding. I had no idea because Abdulaziz called me just 30 minutes before the event and told me that one of his friends was having a wedding and that I got invited. So I was not properly dressed for the occasion. I got in line to congratulate the groom and his family. I told them Mabruk, which means congratulations. Let's look at the desserts bar. There was unlimited Arabic coffee which they pour from Raslan. That is what they call this coffee pot. This is halwa, of course. This is kanfarouche. It has a unique flavor because of adding cardamom and saffron. This is lukaimat, Middle Eastern style crispy donut bowls. And of course, fried and grilled sambusa, savory triangular shaped pastries.
Thank you very much. So, how many people at a typical wedding in Bahrain?
Well, it depends, but you can say around 400, 500, it depends. But they don't have to be from beginning till the end. Some of them, they just come to congratulate, and then they just go.
All these people are standing in line to congratulate the groom. Marriage celebrations usually have separate festivities for men and women. This one was obviously for men, so we're not going to see the bride. And then there was a buffet in the dining room and the food was delicious.
So you would normally cut a sheep?
Oh yeah, more than one sheep actually.
Okay.
Yeah, here
and we didn't see that.
We didn't see it. It's already devoured now.
Bahrain is growing fast. You can see so much ongoing construction comparable to that of UAE. Residential buildings, commercial towers, shopping malls. What about prices?
I see a lot of construction going on all over the city, like this fantastic apartment complex. So
yeah,
how much
sure.
is an apartment in a complex like this go for?
Well, it depends definitely on the location, but I would estimate around 50,000 Bahraini dinar. Yeah, which is acceptable price for such a location with nice views. Especially this location, it's overlooking the sea, and in the same time, you can see Saudi Arabia. So yeah.
Some areas are world-class, like Bahrain Bay. It's a residential and commercial district that was designed by American firm Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, who also designed the Burj Khalifa. Part of Bahrain Bay, called the Wharf, is a mesmerizing new location surrounded by great modern architecture masterpieces like the Four Seasons Hotel and others. It offers a fantastic area for an evening walk, and whether you're in the mood for coffee or karak tea, or looking for Italian cuisine, you'll find it here. The canal that runs through the heart of this lively district is flanked by an array of top-notch restaurants on both sides. During the day you can rent a kayak or a paddleboard. There's a water taxi that will take you to the Avenues Mall, which is a beautiful waterfront shopping center opened in 2017.
Assalamu alaikum, my friends. Let me introduce Abdulaziz. First of all, Abdulaziz, what do you do for a living?
I do work in the medical field, yeah.
Now, you seem to be a frequent traveler.
I am.
How many countries have you visited so far?
Well, as of now, 56 countries.
That's really impressive. Yes. Can you name 3 of your favorite ones?
I would say Egypt, Thailand, and Russia.
And Russia?
Yeah.
Okay. I know the country's changing fast. You know, it used to be a very oil-dependent economy. Now it's moving towards high-tech and tourism.
Banking, finance.
I've heard about Bahrain Vision 2030. What does that include?
Well, basically this is a vision which was established by the Crown Prince, Sheikh Salman, that includes governmental part, private part, and also investing in human resources as well. So it is a very promising vision, and we are feeling and living what used to be a dream, but now it's a fact.
And I've also heard that part of that plan is to build a subway system that would help with the public transportation.
Yes, actually now there are a lot of negotiations about this, and hopefully shortly we will be seeing it on the real.
That'd be wonderful. Now, as a local, what kind of benefits do you get from the government?
We're actually lucky living here in Bahrain. There are a lot of benefits that we get as locals. Education is free from grade 1 till grade 12. And even at the higher level of education at the university, we still get free scholarships, whether locally or internationally. If you are unlucky and you did not get the chance to get a scholarship, which is fully paid, still 95% will be supported by the government.
Okay.
Yep.
So, say if you're an ambitious person and you say you want to go to Harvard in the US, how can your government help you with that?
You have to be competitive enough in order to go there. So there is a scoring system that depends on your grades at the high school. There will be definitely interviews, and then they will decide and they will choose the best. So all what you have to be is good enough and ambitious.
Okay. So for the time that I've spent here, you know, safety was never a concern. Is it really that safe?
Well, I feel it's very safe. I can keep my car open with my bag inside and I can come back and I'm pretty sure I'm safe. Yeah.
You don't even look it up?
I don't have to. It's safe, yeah. So we never had an issue about safety here, yeah.
Wonderful. I hope it keeps that way.
You felt it yourself.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Abdulaziz.
Most welcome.
Bahrain is recognized by the World Bank as a high-income economy with a nominal GDP of $45 billion in 2023. Oil and natural gas still play a dominant role in the economy. Petroleum is the most exported product, accounting for 11% of the GDP. Aluminum is the second most exported product, followed by finance and tourism. Bahrain is one of the primary financial hubs in the Middle East, and they have convenient banking apps.
Dinar. And then you have like different currencies, including US, Euros, and all the GCC countries. So just you fill the wallet and then you go and tap. So we have like almost 18 currencies. So this is the digitalization of almost everything in banking.
And you also mentioned that even if Saudis come over here and they want to pay in their national currency, you will accept that?
Definitely, yeah. They can use the Saudi Riyal anywhere here in Bahrain. So we accept it, yes, absolutely.
Right. And UAE currency also?
Yes.
Now, if you travel to Dubai with your local currency in cash, you can still pay?
The other way around is not really in UAE, but in Saudi, yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
How much are gas prices, by the way?
So how much is it per liter?
$0.37. 0.37.
Yeah, it's really affordable, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, in comparison to other countries, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is, yes.
I did not notice any prices indicated at the gas station. Is there a reason for that?
Well, you won't find the prices on all the stations because the price is unified across the country.
Wow. And do prices change year to year, or do they stay the same more or less?
No, it's the same. It doesn't change. Yeah.
Bahrain has a lot of expats.
Where you guys from?
India.
India.
Pakistan.
Okay. Pakistan.
Are the wages high? While the average salary is around $2,000 a month, a taxi driver told me that he only makes $800 a month. English teachers can expect to earn from $1,500 to $3,000 a month. The local currency is called Bahraini dinar, and it's 2.6 times stronger than the dollar. So when you arrive and you exchange $100 at the airport, you only get 37 in return, which makes you feel poor. What is the political system of Bahrain? Bahrain is a semi-constitutional monarchy where the government is appointed by the King of Bahrain, King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, who came to power in 1999. The head of the government since 2020 is Crown Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. Interestingly, the royal family Al Khalifa practices Sunni Islam, and at the same time more than half of Bahrain's population consists of Shia Muslims. Bahrain originally was an archipelago of 33 islands. However, there's been extensive land reclamation projects. Because the country is surrounded by shallow waters, you can clearly see it from the plane. Some of the things I liked about Bahrain: it is not overcrowded. I was always the only one at the pool and the gym at my hotel. The food is delicious. People are very friendly and they can speak English. It's very safe, and it's more relaxed and liberal compared to the neighboring countries. Alright, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your families.